Righty. Okay, so first up, we're going to get started. We have payment from Chris. So let's get started straight away with your reading, Chris. Okay, so your first reading is about yourself and Larry and whether he would be moving in, completely moving in this month. So this month is July. Hey there, Nina, welcome. So we're going to get started straight away on Chris's reading, and then after that we're doing a reading for Sherry, about Sherry and Jarell, whether they'll possibly reunite. Anyway, here we go. I had to turn around this way. I was going to face that way, but the sun was behind my head and I couldn't see the phone. All right, let's get started. So I'll just move that one out the way. Now just one, oh, you're here, Chris, you're here. Hopefully you're okay. I was telling Nina that you were in a car accident and I've been concerned about you. When I couldn't sleep last night, I was sending some healing prayers your way. Hopefully everything's going to pick up. Hey there, Amanda, welcome back. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, Amanda, I'll have a look. Thank you. Okay, so we're only doing one by one with the reading. So at the moment, readings are on pause, Chris. So everything's temporarily on pause. Oh, you poor thing. So what we want to see is you and Larry. Will Larry be completely moving in? Remember when I did your cards last week, Chris, and I said something about a tower and all of that? I wonder if that thing I seen, and I said something about the hospital, but I thought because of what was going on in the rest of the family, your pawpaw, your grandmother, you know, that black hospital and that tower and everything, I think that was you having a car accident. I don't like to put that kind of stuff out there when I'm reading. Anyway, let's restart the clock. I've set up here. There's a whole area there, a whole area over there, and these people come out and come right behind where I am. Like, why? Seriously. I might pause it and move everything down there. I should be okay because the microphone's here in front of me. Yeah, I seen a tower and I seen this black card, the 10, and I said, don't get worried about the 10 of spades, it's the hospital. And I said something about the police thing. And so I'm assuming you're in a car accident, police got called and that. So anyway, I'm just going to stop this and restart the clock for your reading. So we're looking, hopefully some good stuff coming in. But yeah, even if I did feel something like that, I don't like to read blackness like that. You know, I did see like dark sort of cards there, but you've had the loss of your great-grandmother, you've had the car accident, you know, like there's been some crap. So let's get started again. Okay, hopefully my back to them is good. And hopefully that music, it's not any kind of song, it's just some kind of groovy club music. Hopefully that's okay playing in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it too well. Yeah, hopefully you heal up real quickly, Chris, and hopefully soon we get different news from you. Anyway, let's see. Larry. Is Larry going to be, Larry the police officer with Chris? Is Crystal's Larry, is he going to completely move everything in to be living with Chris this month? If not, when will he be moving in? What month? Show me some indicators. How long? Okay. All right. It's looking like we do have the double aces. Double aces is what I was looking for, which is in 1 month. It's also to do with a contract. We've got a contract here. So I don't know if he has to pay something up with where he is or give it so much time. I don't know if he owns his apartment where he is and he's got to sell it, or whether he had a 6-month lease on it and it's not expired yet, or whatever. But it's something to do with some kind of contract. We do have the 10 of hearts in the near future of the whole thing coming together. There's some kind of influence on Larry's side coming from somebody else about not giving up his apartment. Okay, It's male influence. It's not a female telling him not to do this. It's sort of like one of his buddies or something saying, oh, what if something goes wrong between the two of you, and then you where are you going to go? So if you keep your apartment there, then if anything goes wrong with the two of you, you hardly know each other, blah, blah, blah. At least you can go back if you have to. So I do feel that at the moment there's somebody influencing him in that way, where it makes him, he wants to do it, but he doesn't want to do it. He's also in two minds about everything between the two of you. You do have symbols here that represent pregnancy. You've got the 9 of hearts and the 9 of clubs. You've got the ace and the ace. You've got the 10 of hearts. You've got the father and son kind of image here, or father and daughter. So the outcome cards are showing doing something in a different way. So let's say that you got a job, that job that you were applying for, you got a job that was away from the house that you currently are in. I feel that you two will come together, but not in the way you're thinking and not the way he's thinking. So the only understanding I've got of that is that, let's say you decided to take on a job that's in a different area and it's not practical to be going backwards and forwards from where you live right now. You would both be looking at a place that you would come together in, okay? Because this normally, what I'm seeing here, normally represents a lawyer. It represents documents and almost like a sale or something, but I'm not seeing the dollar signs there. I'm seeing a lot of stuff to do with emotional things here as well. This can either mean that Larry doing something not the way he planned, or you going by what Larry says and doing it his way, not the way you planned. This is a fly in the ointment, basically, this card here, because this is signing the contracts. There's Larry, there's the 10 of hearts moving into the house together. This is not on the same track with each other. 2 of clubs, not 2 of spades. 2 of clubs is where committed to this journey or not committed to this journey. It's sort of like, are we doing this? Aren't we doing this? What's going to happen? It's like you want your future set in stone. This is what you want. You put it on the table. This is where we're going with this. We're married. We're going to have a baby. We're going to do this, this, this. Larry's like, yeah, we will do this. What if this happens? It's sort of like I feel there's these 2 different personalities here, where one has the mind set and made up, and this is how we should do things, and that's you. I feel Larry's kind of like me, where he procrastinates about things, and he says, yeah. Like, for instance, I told this guy, yeah, I want the phone, when I didn't really want the phone, and then I said to him the next day, I've been thinking about it, I don't want the phone. But now I'm getting the phone. So I was on and off about the phone, sleepless nights. So I feel that Larry, when he's with you and things are going well and you're happy and he's happy and you're loving each other, all through the readings I always see the love cards between the two of you. Like, he's showing up as your soulmate. You're showing up as a Queen of Hearts. He's beside you as a Jack of Hearts, soulmate connection. And then you've got 10 of Hearts, big love going on. That's not an issue with the two of you. There's outside circumstances, and I feel that he has an influence, that him and you will be together all week, talking about everything, loving each other, talking about your future, going through things together. Hopefully he's been there through and through with everything that you've been going through at the moment. I'm sure he has been. And then when he goes to work and he's on his lunch break talking to Joe Blow and says, I really think it's time, time that I pack up my place and I move in. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep your place. So I feel on your side of it, you're thinking this is the step. We've done this step in the reverse, sort of. It should have been date each other, engage to each other, move in with each other, get married or whatever. But anyway, so I just feel that we're sitting on two sides here. Will he move in? This 10 of Hearts and the King of Spades and the contract card is telling me yes, he will be moving in. Is it this month? I feel with the black energy that's here and there scattered, I feel it might, if it's not this month, it will be next month, okay? But will he completely give up that apartment? I don't think so. Not at this stage, not at this point. Maybe down the track a little bit further. Let's just see underneath. 4, 5. Yeah, underneath we have things talking a plan together. We do have an outside influence that needs to be gotten rid of. We do have some kind of broken promise or commitment or something in the past there, sitting in the background. We also have this doing the right thing, responsibilities, and we have a pregnancy card sitting on the end of all of this. We have a fertility pregnancy card sitting there. All right, let's see what else we get, Chris. Hey there, Alyssa. How you going? I've got another reading after this one, and then I'll open up for one by one. So if you, I don't know if anybody else has come online that said that they want to be next after Chris's second reading. Anyway, let's continue on and we'll talk soon. You'll be first in line if nobody else has said anything, Alyssa, after the next reading. So just as soon as I get on to the next reading, if nobody else has said anything before you, you can make the payment, okay? Now, Chris, I'm just going to reset this because it only says a minute and a half and I've been talking about other things. So I'm going to put it back to 4 minutes to do the tarots for you. Show me Crystal's journey with Larry, the police officer, about him moving in, completely moving in with her, and their journey together. I always see big love cards and a big match with the two of you. That's not a problem between the two of you. That's why he's connected so quickly. Okay. All right, we've got some... All right, so we've got analysing how it all needs to go. So this is your problem cards. Your problem cards are analysing. So I feel on your part, you've looked at the structure of it all. You looked at the cost saving that would happen, financial savings that would happen, two people living together instead of two separate places, two separate lots of money being paid, mortgage being paid, rent being paid, whatever, electricity, gas, whatever. So on one side of it, I feel that you've sat down, you've structured out that this would be better financially for both of us. And he knows this as well. But I feel for Larry with the 7 of Pentacles, this is over-analysing everything, overlooking at everything. He's sitting there wanting to make action, wanting to take action. But then we've got this other influence here trying to steer it in different directions. Page of Wands, as you know, it's going on a journey, it's a new beginning, it's starting something, but it also can represent a young energy, a foolish energy, a happy-go-lucky kind of energy. When it's in reverse, to me, it can be a negative influence from the outside. They're the 3 cards sitting in your challenges with this thing about Larry moving. Now, 7 of Diamonds, which is 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Diamonds crystal means moving house, changing direction. With a King of Spades, which is King of Swords, which is Larry, which is the police officer. So that he's moving. So that's telling me, yes, he's moving, right? We then have the journey card. Nice. So moving forward, we have the journey. Let's take this journey. Let's do it. Let's get it happening. We have the Ace of Wands upside down. I feel this is something on Larry's part, like I mentioned before. The pregnancy thing came up in that I wasn't looking at pregnancy, but it did show up. You had the double 9s, you had the 3 of Hearts sitting there, you had the father and son, mother and child cards sitting there. So I wasn't specifically going down that line, but yes, it did look like very, very close now. But this here, about this upside down contract, about him moving in with you, Chris, I feel that this is something more to do with whether he owes money or he signed some kind of contract, or if he owned his place that he can't sell it at the moment, or the market's down at the moment. If he's renting his place, he's got got some sort of obligation there. Oh, I've got the hiccups and hang on. I've got something weird going on with my breathing at the moment. Hang on. Let me just pause this. Pineapple. Hopefully that works. Fingers crossed. I had the weirdest hiccups just then, and it's still there. It's a good thing. It means somebody's thinking about me in a positive way. We then have, moving forward, we again have a page in reverse here. So the page of Pentacles is like a student, a learner, somebody on a new journey, and it's an offer as well. So I feel that when it's an offer and in reverse, the offer of moving all the furniture or selling furniture or making that firm decision, I feel that that can be Larry's energy going from the King of Swords, very direct and high functional, and knowing that this is the right way, this is what we need to do, starting that journey, finishing the journey in the middle row with, I'm not too sure now. I'm not too sure about, is this what I want to do? Is this what she wants to do? Is this going to work? So I feel that's a question card. I feel it's questioning everything. I forgot to start the clock. Your outcome cards are showing Nine of Wands in reverse. So Nine of Wands could be the whole pregnancy thing. And then we got the, I don't like to say this, but when my niece, she's got two healthy, beautiful baby boys. One of them's a big baby boy now. He's 6, I believe, and the other one is 3. She got the 9 of clubs, the 9 of wands and everything with her pregnancy. And that basically, I said to her, it's like a sickly pregnancy. You know, these women, they get pregnant and they vomit a lot. And so be prepared for that kind of thing, and a lot of healing and a lot of tender loving care going on. Your outcome about him moving is patience, temperance. So he will be moving in time. Will it be this month? I feel there's some other obligation there. There's some other influence there. But I feel eventually, yes, he will be moving. Maybe it's one more month with him moving. And maybe the 9s are all coming out to represent September, not August, okay? And nothing to do with pregnancy. We do have the 2 of Cups there. It's the uniting with you. It's just showing me the strength between the 2 of you. Anyway, that's what we get, Crystal. We'll just quickly do the 2 questions with this. So if you want to ask, think about, would you be getting pregnant in the next 2 months? Or would you be having a baby next year? Because that would mean you're pregnant this year to be having the babies next year. I keep saying babies for you. Anyways, maybe that's the question you want to think about. We'll see what the energy is for your 2 questions, top and bottom. So top is your first question or your first situation, the energy around that, and second is at the bottom, and that's the energy around that and a possible yes or no. Okay, good luck, Crystal. First question, you have a yes, 10 of Cups. You have a maybe with the Hierophant, and you have a yes again, Page of Swords. If you were thinking in the next couple of months, or would you be having a baby next year, if you were thinking that, very positive energy. Celebration with 10 of Cups energy. Hierophant to me is all about the commitment, the belief system, the marriage, the wisdom, connection spiritually, not just getting connected, getting married and hanging out together. You've got a spiritual connection with this guy, with Larry. And your outcome card is casting your fears away, and it can represent, because it's a Page of Swords, it can represent a child because it's a page. To me, that's what I think. But it's also showing some kind of little delay, but then moving forward. If you wanted a yes or no, it's a yes, okay, what I'm seeing there. Second question, your situation you're thinking about, the energy is positive with a yes with the Ace of Swords up, a no with a 5 of Swords energy here, a little bit of withdrawn, and then another yes with a High Priestess, trusting in your own instincts here. So if you wanted a yes and no on the second question, we do have a maybe yes with that no sitting in the middle there. I feel like this is an up and down energy going on with whatever it was you were thinking about for the second situation. We got the new plans, the ideas, the focus, and stimulating of the minds with each other, working through a project, working through what it is the two of you want and what the outcome is going to be. The Five of Swords can represent male energy to me. It can represent Larry's part in all of this, some kind of sacrifice that he may be doing. If he's been single for a while, Chris, and had his own place and had his independence with what he's doing, it would be a sacrifice for him to give that up, to move in and all of that. It can be seen as that. But with the intuition card, with the High Priestess on the end, very positive energy here about everything being solved and working things out, some sort of emotional stability finally coming through. I feel the Five of Swords is an emotional negativity kind of feel, and I don't feel that's you. I feel it's more coming from Larry's fears, basically. Then the High Priestess energy could be Larry's energy getting influenced by your positive energy to turn this around, that this is the right way and this is a stable choice. This is the thing to do. Anyway, thank you, Chris, for your first donation. Let's get on to the reading for Sherry and Jarrell. They used to date each other, you said. They're both single at the moment and they've been having little chit-chats with each other. So Sherry, hello and welcome. Let's get the clock set for you. You want to know, will there be a reuniting with Jarrell at any point? Okay, Sherry and Jarrell. What's the energy between Sherry and Jarrell? They were previously in a relationship. They're both single right now and talking to each other. Show me, will this be a reconnection between the two of them? Will they reunite and have a relationship again? Will they reunite? Okay, so Alyssa will be up next. So if Alyssa wants to make that payment, you can do it now. And we'll do your reading next. Can you guys tell me in capital letters, Chris and Nina, is the music very loud on the microphone, or is the microphone picking up my voice and drowning that out? The one way I could test it is to unplug the microphone. I've got a payment there from Alyssa. I need her question on the screen ready. Okay, I'm just going to restart the clock for Sherry. And I forgot to knock the cards out. All right. Okay, this is now for Sherry. You can't hear it? Very good. All right, here we go. Alyssa. Sherry and Jarrell. I'm thinking Sherry and Jarrell, and I said Alyssa. All right. Sherry and Jarrell, will they be reuniting? Had a relationship in the past, both single right now, been talking with each other. Will this turn into a relationship? I'm looking for specific numbers in the poker deck that represent reuniting with each other. Oh, the challenge area is actually positive, which means not too many challenges for the two of them to reunite. We do have a soulmate feeling kind of connection there, but we also, I don't know if Jarrell or Sherry have children with other people. If they do, that might be what I'm seeing at the bottom there about some kind of issue with an ex or something like that, okay? But they've got this double ace in red, which is about reconnecting. They've got a 7. I was looking for a 7, which is about reconnecting. 7 of hearts, even bigger reconnection. First 3 cards are sitting in the challenge for the two of them. The challenge is the reconnecting. So this is showing me they want to both reconnect, but maybe they're not saying too much. They're just talking like a friendship kind of thing at the moment. One of them, either Sherry or Jarrell, does have some kind of complication with somebody else. So either Jarrell has some ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, or Sherry has some ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. There is some complication, a fly in the ointment between the two of them being together right now. They have a 2 of hearts here. Not only does this show me, and with they've got 3 jacks, they've got the Queen of Hearts, which is Sherry, and they've got the King of Spades, which I'm taking as Jarrell. They've got cards that represent 2, 4, double red aces and a 7. We are only missing the 6. Do you know what this means, Crystal? Not only could they reunite with each other, it could be a big boom with, we should be together. We should never have broke up. We should be together. But moving forward, so I am seeing they want to reconnect. Both of them have been thinking about it, dreaming about it. They have the numbers that represent it would work. In their minds, they feel this is something that would work. There is something to do with either the reason they broke up in the first place. Maybe Sherry caused Jarrell some pain, or maybe Jarrell caused her some pain. So there is a fear thing there. Now, moving forward about what could possibly happen between them, what they're going to do about it, I feel that these cards represent the two of them not speaking up. The Black 5 is where somebody's not communicating, not saying what they want to do. The Black 2 would represent that one of them is not ready for an actual commitment or not willing to put in themselves out there to be more than just friends or whatever at this point for some reason. We do have this Jack of Clubs, which is pretty much like the Knight of Wands. It's player energy, it's fun energy, it's vibrant energy, it's talking, it's working. It's a good card. It can represent travel, though, in the poker deck. So it can represent starting to go places. A big spark of love sitting there with the 9 of Hearts energy, big happy energy there. But this is not according to the plan of one of them. So one of them is thinking that we could get together, we could be together, we could have something. The other one's thinking, I really like connecting, but I'm not too sure where this would go. The outcome cards are quite strange. We have this Black 9, which is where something sudden and unexpected happens to either Sherry or Jarrell. So there could be some kind of violent thing that happens with a family member or at work, or there could be a storm or an earthquake or whatever. So through something like this, we then have this connection. We have all these people. Really positive energy here out of something negative here. It's almost to me like the outcome of them coming together, which is Jack of Hearts and Queen of Hearts has come out, which is the soulmate connection. It comes through something that has to be done, broken. So it can represent where there's been some loss, like Sherry lost a family member, or Sherry lost a friend, or Jarrell went through some kind of grief or some kind of loss. Jarrell's your brother, right? So I'm assuming that Jarrell would be going through grief right now from the loss of the grandmother. Because that's showing me through some kind of loss, it brings about all of these people together, all of these energies in a positive fashion, support energy, happiness energy. Bottom of the deck was just showing some kind of problems with the past. It's all black energy here. So there's some kind of connection on one side or the other. Let's see what the tarots have to say with the last 3 minutes here. Sherry and Jarrell. It can represent the past coming back to haunt. So whatever happened in the past, there may be one side. Let's say Jarrell hurt Sherry and that's why they broke up. Or Jarrell just took off and left Sherry, or vice versa. There can be this hesitation and this fear about that happening again. Sherry is going to my great-grandmother's funeral with me. So, okay. That's what the black energy is. I'm thinking that because Jarrell's your brother, and the funeral card, because that's a loss. That card's a loss. All right, here we go. Sherry and Jarrell. Show me through the tarot. Now, Sherry, when you're watching this, have a look at Psychic Revelation on these tarot cards I pulled to get more information about this situation. We have the Hermit, I'll read the first row first, which is the challenges of the two of you coming back together. All right, they're all upside down, so the deck must be upside down. Let me just flip them. All right, so we have the Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in your challenges for this coming together. The Hermit basically is sitting at home and thinking about it and not doing much about it. It's also about healing from the past. And it's also where somebody's looking at what's this going to be like? Will it work? The Two of Pentacles, I feel, isn't financial, but I feel it's juggling two situations: work, family, commitments. If Jarell has children, if she has children, Sherry has children. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. Ace of Cups is showing there is no problem. There is no problem. The challenge area is showing Ace of Cups is there is a lot of desire there. There is a lot of passion. The two of you are both thinking that this could be something. The bottom energy of the deck is the Justice card, the balance coming back in, doing things the right way. Okay, so moving forward, what's going to happen here? I do feel a stubborn here with the Nine of Wands energy. Somebody's putting up a wall to block this union happening at the moment. Five of Pentacles is here. This is normally when we're looking at relationships, this is to do with leaving somebody out, not including somebody in something, pushing somebody aside, okay? To me, it's about male energy as well with the five represented there. We do have Judgment, which is usually a victory card when we're looking at relationships. Judgment can be, don't judge by its cover either. Don't think that this is happening or that's happening and this is why. Go by the facts, not by what you come up with in your head. Your outcome cards about it all is brief and swift. We've got the Page of Swords energy. Page of Swords is usually about somebody saying, let's just do this. Come on, bang, let's make it happen. It can be something to do with a child on one side or the other, as I keep saying. We do have the Hierophant as the outcome. Hierophant to me is a commitment, marriage, and making something happen. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which Sherry, you'll probably be happy to see that. Ace of Wands is making a concrete plan between the two of you. Now, Sherry, what I want you to do is think about two sort of situations in your mind. I'm going to give you the energy around them. I will try and give you a yes and no if you have a specific question like, am I going to buy that house? Am I going to get that job? You know, I'll give you the energy around it, whether it's a positive energy, whether there's negative feelings there. And I'll also give you a yes or no if I get presented with a yes or no. And the buzzer's gone. So up next, we'll have Alyssa. Let's just stop the timer. Okay, Sherry has two questions in mind. What's the energy around these things she's thinking about? Top three cards is her first situation. Bottom three cards is her second situation. Sherry, who is interested in whether her and Jarell will be back together, she has two questions in mind. What does she need to know? Okay, good luck, Sherry, and thank you for the donation. Okay, the first two cards out are no, no. Now, it's not doom and gloom kind of energy because your outcome, your third card is the Nine of Pentacles, which is a yes, okay? So what am I seeing here around this thing you were thinking about? There's something about taking a break from things with the Four of Swords energy. Taking a break, taking a breather, thinking things through and just taking time with something, not rushed energy, okay? Then we have this Seven of Cups, which can represent somebody having a bit of a delusion in their mind about something, imagining something that's not real. But also Seven of Cups can say, pick between reality, not fantasy. Be realistic with what you're choosing and work with the facts, not a figment of the imagination. Is there really something or is there not? Okay. Seven of Cups, Four of Swords is Four of Spades. Four of Spades is feeling stressed and alone at home, feeling like, oh, what's going to happen next? Seven of Cups is actually Seven of Hearts, which is about sitting down with somebody that you love and talking about the future together. So that also represents a reuniting between two people. So that's the other message I'm getting there. The Nine of Pentacles can represent single energy, but it also represents if you're willing to put the efforts in and the hard work, you will accomplish what you need, okay? If you wanted yes or no, it's maybe not at this time, but it could turn around, okay? And your second question from the bottom of the deck, and then we're done. Nice to meet you, Sherry. Good luck with your adventures with Jarell. Hopefully it works out. The timing might be off at the moment, especially with the loss of the grandmother, depending on how close he was and how he feels about all of that. I feel a lot of the connection has to do with what went on in the past. Okay, so your second situation, you have a no, yes, yes. So it's more of a yes right now. You have positive information, ambiguous information, and a bit of a melancholy situation here. So you have this feeling pushed or something, someone pushing something. You also feel that either you or somebody else that just disconnecting emotionally and saying, look, I'm not going to talk about this right now. So that's where the problem is, not talking. The next thing is all about talking and making plans and everything. Total opposite energy with the Eight of Wands here. Possible travel, love letters, love messages backwards and forwards, and starting to speed something along. And then we have this Four of Cups energy. To me, it's Four of Hearts. So you've gone from the Four of Spades energy, which is feeling alone and not knowing what to do, to the Four of Hearts energy, which is feeling comforted and at home and just very, very settled. But Four of Cups itself in the tarot can mean about spending some time daydreaming about things. Don't get lost in a daydream. Focus on what's really there. And sometimes feeling like somebody's not giving the emotions that you're wanting, like they're just not sort of picking up the pace with something. Anyway, that's what we have for you, Sherry. Do I see a reuniting with each other? I do see it, but whether it'll turn into something more, I'm not too sure at this stage. Okay, the timing may just slightly be off at the moment. All right, Alyssa, up next with the detailed reading. Feelings between you and Fernando. The next 3 months. The detailed readings for $12 are sort of like around the next month or two. But we'll see how we go. I'll try and do it that way. I'll lay out 3 cards for each month. Or no, 2 cards for each month and then do 2, 2, 2. So we'll do it in a different way. Feelings between Fernando and you for the next 3 months. Oh, so you're wondering if he's got somebody else and does he have good energy with you? This sun's beautiful here, but my legs under the table, the air's blowing in this area here and it's all blowing under the table. My legs from my hips down to my feet are just freezing. I feel like laying on the ground and getting some sun. Oh, a job reading. Chris, we've had nobody else come in, have we? Nobody else has asked for anything? That'll be fine, Chris. We'll have a look at that for you. And that might be it for the day. I do have to call a client. I had a client ring me before and I'm assuming she wants to meet up for a face-to-face. So hopefully she's got a day off or something because I'm pretty sure she usually has her readings later on in the afternoon. I don't do them in the afternoon anymore. I'm done with all of that, especially face-to-face. So she'll have to meet me in the day at the club or find somebody else basically. Anyway, so let's get on to Alyssa. And Chris, you decide what you want to do. If nobody else is waiting to have a reading, yes, go ahead with it. You're donating now. All right, so let's just flip this over. We've got Alyssa now. And we've got Chris again. Might be best if you just put your question here, Chris, whatever it is, because I'm on the iPhone 13, which has WhatsApp on it, so I can't open it from there. Let me just check if you're on my WhatsApp on this phone. if you want to send the question to this phone. Because I reset this phone recently and I might not have added you back. No, I haven't got you on this phone. I've only got Nina. Yeah. If you still have the second number, if I ever gave you the second number for this other phone that I use, I was supposed to be on live with this, it wouldn't work. So if you wanted to send the question to here, that'd be good. All right. Alyssa, let's get on with yours now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alyssa wants to know, over the next 3 months, we're going to do 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards to represent the next 3 months. How does Fernando feel about her over the coming months? We're going to stipulate that Alyssa is represented by the Queen of Hearts in this deck and Queen of Cups in the tarot when we get there. Any other queens will represent somebody else, okay? Jack, Queen, and King of Hearts will represent the connection between the two of you, and the other cards will represent somebody else. So that means that any other males that come out could be on your side, you know what I mean? All right, so what's the energy between Alyssa and Fernando? How does he feel about her and what's going on for him over the coming months? 2. And bottom of the deck for each one. I haven't done it this way before, but yeah, this is the only way I can think to do it. Right now, it's all black energy bar this. So he thinks of you as a friend, a connection, somebody that's around. There is absolutely no kings, no queens come out. You have 10 of spades, 10 of clubs, 8 of clubs, 4 of spades, 3 of spades, 4 of clubs. So this is somebody that thinks about you from time to time, but just thinks about you're a friend, you're somebody that's there. It looks to me like somebody that's got their head down with work and not getting the money they should be. Possibly they've lost some kind of contract or a government thing stepped in. So it looks to me what's going on with Fernando right now. Nothing much in the love department. No other woman. The black fours can represent somebody that's sneaky, somebody that's saying something to you and then saying something about you to somebody else or saying something to their friend or whatever. But I feel this is all to do with somebody very stressed, a lot of work going on. He might even not be well, or he might be dealing with a female that's not well, like his mother, his auntie, his sister. I feel this is something to do with somebody in hospital or sickness or something like that, as well as work, okay? If it is somebody not well, it would be the kidneys, the bowel, the bladder, something not right there, okay? The next month in regards to you, we do have some love here. We have 7 of Hearts and Ace of Hearts in reverse, okay? 7 of Hearts is thinking about talking to you, socializing with you, but this broken heart kind of energy, it's like your expectations of what you want, it's not there from his side. We then have this not speaking up, not saying anything, where he just doesn't say, and this is sort of like not wanting to be part of something. We have double aces here, which is a good energy, especially with the 7 of Hearts. So I do feel in the next month, there may be a bit of a connection going on there. The King of Diamonds is showing up. So I do feel he thinks that you probably have moved on or you got some other option there in the wings and it might be his heart broken, not yours. I think he's in 2 minds about who you are to him and whether you actually have somebody else. There is actually no other queen that has come out. There's all kings that have come out. He has come out in the month, the 3rd month. He's come out as a King of Hearts with a friendship card, but also with responsibilities and everything. But he's worried that there's another king involved on your side of it. So all through it, through the 1st month, I don't see any connection at all apart from, yeah, she's nice. You know, I think about her from time to time. I've got a lot going on. The next month I see where he wants to make a connection, but he has concerns that there is somebody else in your path. And then the outcome cards for the following month is showing a nice surprise coming in, but he does have this worry that you're talking to him and somebody else. So you were concerned that he might be talking to somebody else. I don't have any other queen showing up. Tarots might be different. So let's see what we get. Bottom of the deck, just 3 cards from there. We have communicating and talking the truth. We have a love card and we have a responsibility card. So there is love and affection there, but it's not showing a solid direction with him. It's just showing it going up and down, basically. All right, let's see what we get in the tarots. We'll do the same sort of thing. We'll do 2 from the top for the first section, the next section, and then we'll do 2 from the bottom, 2 from the bottom. We'll do it that way. Alyssa would like to know, how does Fernando feel about her? What's the connection between the two of them? Where is it going to go? How's it going to work out? There's a kid come in here by themselves. They're not supposed to come in here by themselves. They're supposed to be watched. All right. So the first 2 cards out for right now is the 3 of Swords energy and the 2 of Wands. So that's sort of disappointment, feeling like, is there some kind of betrayal going on? Is there this option or that option? What are we going to do? It's like he's not choosing the relationship, he's choosing work and finance and friendships or whatever. The next month is showing with some patience, but there is a connection there. So the same as the poker deck, it's showing there will be some kind of interaction there, but maybe it's just not going to be enough with that temperance energy. The outcome with the last month, we do have this 4 of Swords and we have you showing up as the Queen of Wands here. I didn't stipulate who was who in this, so I feel that that's you. That's the desired energy and everything. It could represent another energy there, another female that's not well, with the 4 of Swords sitting there. Let's just see what we get on the bottom for each month. The first month's just showing a lot of hard work and problems. I do feel that this is very similar to the poker deck. There may be a family member or he himself not very well. The 10 of Clubs would be the 10 of Wands. The Hermit would be like the healing and everything. The 3 would represent a family member or the bladder, the bowel, the kidneys, all of that sort of thing. And then the 2 would represent trying to make a direction there. So that's either to do with work or family, something going on there in the first month. The second month is looking best out of all of them. We got this patience and timing. We got the lovers connection here. We got the should we do this, shouldn't we do this, and going on a journey with each other. So that's nice energy there. The third month, as I said, you've got the 4 of Swords and the Queen of Wands sitting together. Again, it could represent somebody not well or somebody that's causing a bit of drama there. It could be work or whatever. I'm not seeing a love connection there. But then the bottom of the deck is showing me wishes coming true if you're willing to wait and wait and wait. It's basically showing me waiting for what it is you're wanting. But is it coming? I don't know. You wanted to know how he feels about you. We got love cards here. We got this feeling suspicion or sadness or betrayals there. We did have lover's energy there with the patience card. I feel he has affections for you. I just feel he can't give you what it is you're wanting. And it doesn't matter. We've been looking at this for a while. I do feel he thinks that because you're so desirable and everything that you won't have any trouble if you want somebody else. You know what I mean? I don't think that he wants somebody else. I just don't think he wants a relationship. That's it. I think he wants somebody that's a friend, somebody that has fun with. I don't think he wants to think about settling down long term and being with somebody, okay? I don't know where that kid went. I don't think he can get in there. All right, so let's do your question ones now to finish off. Alyssa wants to know 2 things she's got in her mind. What's there for Alyssa? I do see that this guy loves you. I don't know if he got burnt before by a female, whether he had a relationship before and she ran off with somebody else, and so now he thinks everybody's going to do that. And that can happen, doesn't it, Nina? If somebody burns you like that, it can end up thinking everybody does it. I know a lot of people that do it. Oh, God, I know so many people in relationships that have had that happen. It's terrible. Anyway, Alyssa, let's see. Think about your 2 questions. Doesn't have to be about Fernando. It could be anything else. Oh, she was the ex and the baby mama. She's burnt him. She's burnt him for future relationships until he can get away from that and realize that not everybody's going to be like that. I don't know. All right. Your first situation is maybe not, maybe not. Is this something you're thinking about that's actually going to benefit you? Is it something that's good for you? Because it's looking to me like it's not a good choice. It's showing 2 of Swords energy. You're stagnating. You're looking at what should you do? Should you keep up with this? Should you let go of this? You're divided between what you need to be loyal to. You're feeling quite exhausted by it all with the 10 of Swords energy. You're just feeling like it's causing resentment in you, or to feel bitter about things as well. And then you've got this 5 of Cups energy, feeling heartbreak, sadness. Why is this happening? Why doesn't it work? 5 of Cups energy is 5 of Hearts. 5 of Hearts can be really, really positive energy. It's lunchtime here, guys, and the sun's shining nice out here. So people are choosing to come out here for their lunch, especially if they've got kids, which these 2 do. So, yeah, this will be, Chris will do your reading and we'll be finished. You told him to leave you alone now. He'll come back and apologise. Well, the 5 of Cups can be somebody apologising. So if you're wondering, will he apologise? Maybe. And then the card that says no actually means to apologise, have regrets and remorse and feeling abandoned by somebody. So you saying leave me alone would be the 10 of Swords energy there, where you've said leave me alone. So he feels like, oh, now she's just dumping me off. Okay, your second question is, well, 8 of Cups is 8 of Hearts, which is a yes to me. It's a positive energy card, but in the tarot deck, it's about searching for something else, ending some sort of stage and moving on. We then have the Moon in reverse, which is good energy. It's like finally the truth being known and something coming out, and reducing your anxiety around a situation. I'm going to take that as a yes energy and a maybe energy there. And then you've got a yes with the 6 of Pentacles energy. Generosity, balance, and moving forward with something. There could be an increase in salary coming up or something positive in work-wise for you. Anyway, that's you, Alyssa. Lastly, we have Chris. Really, Chris, we've got your question there. What do we got for you? And then the readings are all closed now, guys. We're finished for now. I should be on live tomorrow from the other club. We're going to the other club tomorrow. So hopefully I can get in a place that's got no music, or that side room's got the television's turned down or whatever. So I'll go live from there tomorrow. So we'll just get this one done and then I'm finished for the day. And then Friday we should be, I think, Friday we'll be here, but I'll be here later. So I'm not too sure whether I'll get on Friday. I might try and organise the private reading if that person wants one on Friday, because we should be here later. Okay, Chris, general reading for the work over the next month. If you see another position coming soon. Okay. Let me just check. Oh, and I see you on this other phone. I see you on the other phone here. It come through. Um, you've paid a bit too much for just a detailed reading there, Chris. That's all. That's 2 detailed readings, isn't it? What you've paid there? Oh, you paid for her as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Nina, there you go. There's another one for you. Nina's been going through some financial things herself at the moment. She needs to get secure in some kind of something with finance. Yeah. She's a real good cook, by the way. I reckon you should get a job in a restaurant, Nina. I reckon you should go around to the Indian restaurants and find out if they want someone to help out in the kitchen and start cooking. Because you seem to know a lot about cooking Indian food. I reckon you'd be really, really good in a restaurant. And you could work your way up as well in a restaurant. I've said that before about you working in a restaurant. Spend your nights working in a restaurant, coming home late, because a friend of mine, she can't sleep very well. She's like you. And she actually works from 4 o'clock in the morning. She starts work and she finishes at 11 o'clock in the day. She goes home, she has some lunch, she does her shopping and everything, and then she goes to bed really early. But yeah, and she gets up at 4 and starts working. That wouldn't really work for you. You'd need a job where you're working from maybe 9 o'clock at night and finishing at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then going home and sleeping in the day. But shift work's very, very bad for your mental well-being and your health in general in the long term. Shift workers get a lot of health issues if they do that for many years. It's not good for the system. You need to be in bed at night when it's dark and up when it's daylight. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah, catering, makeup stuff for people's parties. Just put a thing on the catering thing in Australia. I don't know about where Nina is in California, but the rules here are very, very strict. If you're making food, your kitchen has to be spotless. You have to have a check on the kitchen. You have to be, like if Nina made up Indian food for somebody's party or somebody's lunches or something. Where my sister used to work in a doctor's surgery, I'm pretty sure she said that she was cooking for the boss. She was cooking, or somebody was cooking the food for the boss. But yeah, there's different places where they want somebody to do the cooking for the lunches for the team. If you're working at somebody's place where they have the kitchen, you don't have to worry about all the rules. But if Nina made up a whole load of, let's say, some kind of chicken curry and some naan bread and all of that, and she delivered it to somebody and the temperature wasn't right and people got sick from the chicken, she'll get sued. She'll get sued. And if somebody died, God forbid, from getting sick from the chicken, she gets sued. So I think for her, starting from the bottom up, getting a job in a restaurant or in a kitchen somewhere, or even a hospital kitchen. Hospital kitchens, they do all the food, something like that. Anyway, while you're studying your law stuff and everything. I'm waiting on a graduate in December to get a full-time or a part-time job. It's hard right now. Yeah, I know. All right. Or do what I do. Get online and do your cards. Pull some cards for people. Just 3 cards for people for $2 or whatever. Do some free ones for 1 card, 1 question, and $2 for 3 cards for a more detailed question. You could do that. And you don't have to use tarots. You could use your love cards or something like that. Just get a channel going and see how you go. You never know. All right. Chris, we're looking at work in general. Thank you, Chris, again. And then Nina, I'm going to go offline and you can think about what you want me to do as far as your question goes. And I'll do that probably for you tomorrow before I go live, or I'll let you know. I could probably get it done here, but there's a lot of people coming out for their lunch. All right, Chris and Job. Let's just start that again. I need more water. Crystal would like to know the work over the coming months. How's things going to go for Crystal over the coming months with work? I'm going to do what I did for Alyssa then. I'm going to do the cards and break them up into months, Chris, just to see what we get. Because that seems to work out really well. You've got a lot of other stuff going on around the whole working issue. Your final outcome cards. Now, what I'm looking for when I'm looking for new jobs, new positions, new offers is aces, especially the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs when we're looking at work. Ace of spades too, not ace of hearts so much. I'm looking for more than one king, 2 or 3 kings or 4. I'm looking for double jacks because that means the new position, a new thing. Your outcome cards way on the end is this. 3 kings. 3 kings. Not only does that represent new position and opportunities, it's more than one, but it also represents higher up because it's kings, not jacks. Now, starting off in the first month here, we got a government job, we got an offer here, we got change of plans, but something emotional is involved in all of that, okay? Now, this could be your relationship, pregnancy, family matters, but there's something emotional attached to the first month. But there is an offer there with the ace of clubs here. The reason I said government is the 10 of spades, but the other way of looking at this is the loss of your grandmother right now, sitting around you with the double black 10s. She was in the nursing home, you said, unresponsive. The nursing home would be represented by that. This would be all unresponsive. This would be the announcement that she's passed, and this would be the emotions attached to it. This would be her represented here with the 6. The 6 is the grandmother, the mother, the parent. The 8 is the feeling good with this person. This is in the right place at the right time. In regards to work, I feel that any kind of job offer, anything there. The 8 of diamonds is good money. The ace of the ace of clubs is the offer. So it's good money and it's related to some kind of government job or higher. But would you take this on? I don't think so, because there's other stuff tied to it. Moving forward to the next month, we have a black ace in reverse here. We have not fitting. We have 3 4s here, which is to do with the structure, the timing, and it's just not right. You've got 2 black 8s here. There is an offer here in the next month, but it's not what you want. It's not something that would work for you. This is showing me it wouldn't work for you. This is also showing me that you're either overqualified for this position or some of the qualifications that you have are not the right ones for that position, okay? Your outcome with the last month, as I said, you've got the 3 kings, which is usually the kings discussing the business. It can represent that it's a very male-dominated area of what this is, or a very strict by the rules area. It can represent medical with the king of diamonds. It can represent a family kind of matter with this, or it can represent something to do with sales and travel and things like that with the clubs, okay? This also could represent the job with the 2 kings here, meaning medical and some kind of connection with your past. And this could represent Larry, his part in all of this. Down further, we also have your dreams coming true with the ace of hearts. Now, I did say ace of hearts, not generally speaking, is to do with jobs. You've got 3 aces there, which is job opportunities. The ace of hearts would tell me that this is something that you want. The 6 of diamonds is you're very capable of doing it, but you have a 9 of clubs here. Now, I'd like to think that in the next coming months, this 9 of hearts is clubs is representing you being pregnant. And that's interfering with your journey with a job, especially if you're pregnant like my niece was and just feeling dreadful. And, you know, some of us have wonderful pregnancies. Some of us have pregnancies that don't bother us at all and we have a baby. And other ones have very horrendous pregnancies where they're just feeling sick as a dog all the time. There is opportunities there. There is new work there. I feel that to do this opportunity here coming towards you. Now, these could be reversed. This could be this month, and the end cards could be this month, and the first cards could be the next month. You know what I mean? So don't take it as this month, next month, whatever the way I've ordered that I've done it. I do feel there's personal matters interfering with what your choices are going to be in far as work goes. Some of it's to do with personal matters, you and Larry, and pregnancy and things like that. Other things are just, it doesn't work for you at that time, or where you live, or whatever. But yes, there is opportunities. Your final outcome cards, if we look at that as the challenges, the middle part, and the end result, the Three Kings is telling me definitely there's opportunity there. Bottom of the deck for each row, we'll get 2 each. Yeah, your outcome cards. The 5 is the money card, the new job, and this is you being very stable within your choices of it. The first 2 cards are not really the direction you want, and something emotional interfering with the choice. So it's come out the same at the bottom. The middle cards are showing stress and struggle and just not being what you want to do. So it's showing down the 3 piles on the end row are all the same. So very positive energy about new job, new positions, everything working well. Middle energy is up and down, and first energy is showing doesn't really work. So let's see what the tarots have to say, Crystal. I'm going to do the same thing. 2 from the top for each row and 2 from the bottom for each row. Show me Crystal and job. There's more people coming out. So this is the last reading for anybody joining us today. I should be back online tomorrow. So if you missed out today, please come back tomorrow. Around the same time I should be on. All right, I'm not going to read these upside down because many of them are upside down. Okay, so let's looking at the first month. We've got 9 of Swords, the Moon, the High Priestess, and the Page of Swords. So I feel that emotions, family, trying to think what's the right thing to do. There's a lot going on in this first section here. The Moon is where you just don't know enough about something. I'm just not seeing a good thing around that first month there. I feel like you've had car accident, you've had loss. I just feel there's been too many other things right now, and that's what's coming out in this first section. Moving forward, we have 3 of Cups energy, Fool energy, 8 of Diamonds energy or Pentacles, and the King of Cups energy. I feel this is Larry here. Now, I do feel that this is a new beginning for you and Larry, and this 3 of Cups is not talking about job. This is talking about pregnancy. This is a lot of happiness and pregnancy, and new beginnings are on the horizon. I feel that this is all about, even though you've got the 8 of Diamonds there, 8 of Pentacles, which is about hard work and dedication, these 3 to me are all about pregnancy, family, and love. It could be an opportunity to work with families, to work with where you're getting not only money satisfaction, but you're getting job satisfaction. You're feeling like you're doing something, you're helping somebody or whatever. So it could mean that. Your outcome cards are different in this deck compared to the poker deck. We do have the Tower, and then you're being told to be patient with something, to take your time with something. We then have going on the journey, and we got a lot of hard work ahead. So I do feel that if you do get pregnant, and I do feel that you will be getting pregnant, for some reason you won't be going to work. You'll be putting your feet up and relaxing and looking after yourself. So you could be working from home on a computer, but I just feel that you're going to have other things on your mind, Crystal. The tarot is showing me a different story. It's not showing me too much about work, really. So let me just get the other tarot deck and do the same thing and see what messages we get there. And we'll finish off then. And then we're done. Okay, just show me Crystal and work. What's going to happen there? Is there job opportunities? What's going to be happening for Crystal? All things are dropping out. I've had the 10 of Swords drop out. I've had the Devil drop out. What's going to happen with work and Crystal? Okay. Okay, Seven of Wands. Victory and success, pushing forward. You're trying to make something happen here with work, with the Magician energy. Then we go to the Four of Cups energy and the Knight of Cups, emotional stuff going on there. Then your outcome cards, which are matching up with the poker deck. That's why I wanted to do this deck, is the World, something else coming to an end, and Judgment, something new starting. Possible new job and moving forward. Bottom of the deck for each pile, we've got this Six of Swords energy, rescuing, trying to help other people. We've got something that just doesn't work out here in the first cards. There's an offer there, but it just doesn't work for some reason, with the King of Wands sitting next to the Six of Swords, Magician, and Seven of Wands. So there's work there and everything, but it doesn't work. I don't feel like it works. I feel like if you took whatever that is, if you did whatever that is, you're going to be wanting to escape. The next one, we have Four of Cups energy, Knight of Cups energy, which is where I said about more to do with emotional journeys. We do have this feeling like things not working out, some kind of personal thing going on. We've also got this something to do with health and recovery, trying to help somebody out or trying to help yourself. You do have a 9 there and a 4 there, 9 and 4, and the male. Again, this could be about pregnancy. And then the final cards for today, we've got the World and the Judgment, as I said, and then we've got 8 of Pentacles, new job, and then we've got strength and moving forward. So I do feel that as we go down the months, finally something comes in, but I feel there's other stuff going on. Anyway, thank you to everybody. I will catch everybody tomorrow. I'm out of here. Thank you, Crystal and Nina, for helping me out as always. Nina, will do your thing like we always do. If I don't get it done today for you, which I probably won't, definitely first thing tomorrow, whether I go live or not, I definitely will get that done for you. Okay, so you think about what it is you're wanting, and I'll catch everybody tomorrow. Bye for now.